Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Chris. Today we're going to be making some treats just in time for Valentine's Day.
Cooking with the vegan zombie.
So our key ingredient here are going to be these Pasokin peanut butter bites. Now I found these last year in my local grocery store and I had something very similar to these years and years ago and I just never saw them in stores. I didn't think I'd ever try them again. And then when I saw these, I picked them out, tried them, and sure enough, deliciousness. So these are going to be our base. These are gluten-free, all natural, non-GMO, and vegan. They're made in the USA, but they're Brazilian inspired. And I have a case of them here. They come in these little boxes. There's 2 in a box. And they are these little peanut treats, and they are very fragile. They'll turn to dust. It's like a powdered, tasty peanut butter treat, and this is going to be our base for what we're making. These are the peanut butter flavor. They also have a cocoa crunch peanut butter, so we're gonna do both of them. So what's the first step? Well, the first step is we need to melt down some chocolate. Semi-sweet dark chocolate, but you can melt down any vegan chocolate you really want there. And I also have some vegan white chocolate that we're gonna use. And this is by the brand Pasha Organic. And I found these also in Wegmans. These are on the pricey side. And I also noticed that Toll House now has vegan certified white chocolate chips. So I'm gonna melt these down as well. We're gonna start with the chocolate. We're gonna go over to our stove with a glass bowl and we're gonna put it in the hot water and we're gonna just melt them down like that. So you don't want to burn yourself. Grab a pot holder, grab some oven gloves or something like that, and we're just gonna stir it around. And that should be good. You should turn that heat right off. It should be enough heat to get it going. Stir it nice and creamy like that. Alright, and that's what we want. I'll set that aside. And we'll get our second one. Get our white chocolate here. You know, chocolate will just keep melting in a warm glass dish. You don't have to crank the heat. You don't have to keep that water boiling. You can turn it right off once it starts melting like this. That water is hot enough. You don't want it to get too hot. Ooey gooey goodness. It's getting hot in here. Just keep stirring it until you don't see any clumps. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get some parchment paper. So we're gonna open the Pasokin. Open the Pasokin very carefully, because like I said, it will crumble apart in your fingers. I'm not kidding. It's like a bunch of powdered peanut butter compressed into a little log like this. And it's very tasty. Very tasty. So we're gonna grab a few of those. We want this to look nice, so I'm gonna use about 2 boxes of each. Okay, so we got 4 of our peanut butter logs right there. Okay, there's a few different ways you can do this. I've even consulted with one of the employees of Craig's family business, Hercules Candies, about the best way to do this. And it reminds me, because now I got a question for Max. And I won't let you guys know until probably next week. There's a few different ways you can do it. The first way I did it is I basically just dipped the bottom in and then I poured some more. But I'm gonna just kind of put it in here and pour the chocolate all over it. Make sure it's completely coated in chocolate, but also trying not to crumble the Pasokin. Then we're gonna take a couple forks, get right in there, nice and chocolatey, get the excess chocolate off, unless you want all that extra chocolate, which I don't blame you. I'm gonna put it right down there. Okay, and now we're going to repeat. It's a very easy recipe. You just gotta try not to make a mess, and you should be fine. Boom. I want these to look nice for a Valentine's Day treat. Boom. We're not done, because we got the white chocolate as well. This is nice and ooey gooey. Just make sure there's no chunks in there. Okay, we got a little bit of white chocolate on there. Don't those look delicious? Okay, so now at this point, I have some powdered sugar, vegan powdered sugar, and then ever so slightly, we're just gonna put a little tiny dusting on there. Just a little bit on each one, like that. Perfect. Not too much, because then you'll ruin the colors of the white chocolate and we won't blend in, but that does it right there. Looks delicious. And now we're going to pop these in the refrigerator, cool them off. Okay, same thing. We have the cocoa ones. That is what they look like. Nice and cocoa crunch, crispy. They're crunched because when you eat them, there's like little tiny crunchies in them. Same with the other ones. Okay, now we're gonna dip the cocoa ones, you guessed it, into the white chocolate here. So, and this is gonna be a little bit easier because look at that, it's so liquidy. All right, I'm gonna take more of the chocolate one. Ooh, look at that. Oops, that's a little bit too much. I said it, too much chocolate. Anyway, look at that. These look delicious. Look at those. Wow, these look amazing. We got a little bit of organic cocoa powder. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on, just a little bit. Ever so slight, barely any. We need to put these ones in the refrigerator. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. They should be cooled off now. We're gonna take them out of the refrigerator and see how they look. Well, they look about the same as they did when they went in, just a little colder. All right, let's plate these up a little bit. Just look at this. So easy to make and a perfect treat for Valentine's Day or any day, really. Just look at that. Now, you might be asking yourself, Chris, why would you put sugar on top of essentially sugar? And the reason for that is because this magical white stuff right here has to do with the name that I'm giving these little guys. I've had this idea for a few years now, and the name that I have for these little tiny candy bars are Pablo-Esque-O-Bars, with a little bit of that dusting on top. Sugary goodness, chocolatey chocolate, peanut butter inside. These are delicious. We got the chocolate cocoa ones and the peanut butter chocolate ones with a little bit of different chocolate on each one. Give this for a little treat, a little dessert for Valentine's Day. If you're looking for a meal for Valentine's Day, we have other videos that we've done in the past. Check those out, I'll link them below. We got a pad thai for 2. We got a chocolate mousse. We have these. I really hope you like this video. And if you try these out, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Give me that thumbs up. You can always support my channel by picking up one of my aprons or one of my beanies or one of the other pieces of merchandise I have online. I'll link that below. You can also sign up as a member of my Patreon account, and I want to give a huge shout out to my past and present patrons. Thank you so much for your support. It helps me continue to make these videos. So don't forget to subscribe, survive, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you guys next time. And you probably want to see me bite into one of these, so here we go. Delicious peanut buttery inside, chocolatey outside, and a Pablo-Esque-O-Bar goodness.